Here they are. Number one, all you got to do to be successful is just three things. Summarize this. Use the products, talk to people, and teach others to do the same. When you talk, use the products, use all the products. When you talk to people, wear the button and push the button. On Monday, on Tuesday, all day long, wear the button, push the button. Wednesday, all day long, wear the button, push the button. It's consistency, right? Being repetitive creates success. Not talent, not gifts. They're nice, they're great to have, but you can be talented and broke. It's about repetitiveness. Use the products all the time, talk to people all the time, then teach people. It becomes easy. Keep it simple. That's number one. Number two, when you talk to people, all you got to do is tell testimonials, stories, yours and others. Tell some stories, you'll make some money. That's a fact. I don't care what you say. If you tell some stories, you'll make some money. Or if you talk to some people, you'll make some money. If you talk to lots of people, tell lots of testimonials every day, you will make lots of money. And that's how Arkworld was started. You either talk to some or you talk to lots. We're all in between some and lots. You talk to lots, you get wealthy. If you try, look, I was hesitant, are we, to talk about big incomes, but if you really do want to make $1 million plus a year in Arkworld, I'm telling you it's yours, but you've got to be committed with a 2 to 5 year plan with Arkworld. And I'm just being honest with you. Not just Arkworld, any multi-level marketing business, or any business for that fact. You want to go to work on you. Let this be a lesson in patience. Learn these parts. Anyone can do this. You don't see me as you see me today. You got to understand where I came from, right? With the earrings and the Panama hat and the jeans, and I sat in my first meeting and everybody left. Nobody wanted to sit next to me, right? I didn't know anything about anything, right? But I was excited, right? I thought, oh, and they showed a video, and I thought, maybe I could do something, and I didn't have a clue. I was willing to learn. And it took some time, but I promise you, it's worth it. Keep it simple. And I tell you, with just testimonials, you'll get there. If you keep going, numbers, it's a numbers game. Number three, when building your business, all we do is sell and recruit. Sell the products, we recruit distributors. We sell at every opportune moment, and we recruit 10 people a month. Number four, I tell you, sponsor 10 people a month, you'll go so much quicker. Number four, talk to 10 people a day about the products, and talk to 10 people a day about the business. Use every tool at your disposal, buttons, flyers, ads, you name it, banners, bumper stickers on cars, put your phone number on a t-shirt, saying, want to lose weight, call me. I'd do everything I could possible. Remember, only fools limit tools to do everything. Remember, there are videos to sell, recruit, teach, and train. They're all on your phone. There's no excuse for any of us. All available for you and your downline on our YouTube channel at ArkworldIntl. Number five, attend meetings, trainings, events, conference calls, videos, or host your own and learn. And we'll help you. I can help you do that. I was helped in the beginning. Ask for help. There's nothing wrong with that. And learn the art of promotion. Learn to promote. Now, there's a lot more we could discuss on promotion. But the main thing to remember is this: take 1 month at a time. What you do this month shows up next month in the form of a check. So concentrate on this month. There is no next month, and delay nothing. Never be one of those people that says, that's okay, I'll wait and see if there's something coming out next month. That is business suicide, right? You do it now. There is no tomorrow. The good Lord taught us that. No, tomorrow, enough problems of its own. Deal with today. Play the monthly game. Create urgency in your business. Number 6, duplicate. Teach people what others do, and then teach people as you grow what you do. Use the 4-step success system with retailing and recruiting of who, what, when, where. It's simple, and it's what everyone does in this industry. Who, what, when, where. Who, what, when, where. Just teach it. How to sell, how to recruit. Both trainings available in your online back office and on YouTube. Yeah, you can find both videos, all these videos on YouTube. Where do we get to? Number 7. Is that right? That's right, isn't it? Number 7. Okay, there we go. Qualify on the wrong thing. Qualify as executive. See, we all make mistakes. Right? We're allowed 1 for the night. Qualify as executive as fast as you can. As fast as you can. Get your new distributors to qualify for executive quickly too. Promote, attend, and host executive workshops. Learn them at least. Understand them. At the end of each month, ask yourself this. This is your question you should ask at the end of every calendar month. 1, how many distributors did I get? And 2, how many of them did I convert to executive? That's what you need to ask really at the end of every month. What kind of progress you make. Number 8, wealth isn't created by making money. It never has been. It's created by making things happen. Remember why you talk to people. You don't talk to people to make money. Like, you know, it's not how it works. You talk to people to make things happen and build momentum. The money follows. I hope you're one of those people that actually never pursue it anyway. But you know what I mean, right? You don't have to. Money will find you. It's action you want to create. What you do today doesn't show up today in our world like it does in a job. A business, it doesn't show up. It shows up later in 90 days. That's why a 90-day plan of action is so important. This is not like a job. A job makes you a living. It's either short-term money, like in a job, or long-term fortune. And I hope and pray you choose the latter. Sowing seeds. And later you get the crop. You'll reap the rewards. But you got to keep watering, right? That's how it works, right? And then the crop will come up later. And let's keep watering even when you see nothing. Sometimes you feel like you're watering for a year and you see nothing come out the ground. Keep watering. It will come. It's something called momentum. What you're here in Arkworld to do when you become a distributor is try and put money to the background for a second and think of creating momentum. What you're out to do is make things happen. You want to do 3 things in momentum. This is what I had to do with Arkworld. The $73,000 that went on to do $2 million was a result of what I did in the beginning. It wasn't a pursuit, it was the result. What I did in the beginning was 3 things. Number 1, I established momentum. The second part of it was I had to advance the momentum. So I got the company going. I had to establish it. It's the hardest part. Getting to $1,000 in royalty, that's the hardest step you'll ever take. Seems so difficult. Number 2, I had to advance that momentum. Getting from $1,000 to $10,000 a month is so much easier than getting to 1,000. Why? Because you got the momentum moving. As simple as that. And then once you've advanced it, you've got to do the third part, sustain. Or get from $10,000 to $100,000 and sustain it. I'm telling you, as my friend Richard and me always say, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? It is easy, I promise you. Some people think, how can getting $100,000 be easy? Compared to starting it, I promise you it is, because once you've got 10 people and 2 or 3 leaders, and they're out getting 10 each of their own, and they've got people in a group here and a group there and a group there, and everyone's getting it, your check doubles and trebles like you wouldn't believe. But the trouble is, a lot of people, they never get past the 0 to 1,000 part, so they never get to that other part, right? Because they don't do enough work to warrant it. They're not talking to enough people. And that's it. Just like when people say, I'm not losing weight, I'm ship shape. Does anyone says that? We know it works, right? Every single time. You always lose weight and burn fat and ship shape. Works 100% of the time. So if we know if someone's not getting the results, we know they're not taking it right. And believe me, they will. It's called, right? Serious medical condition. We've discussed it before, called lying and cheating. Right? My own mom did that when she was a customer. Didn't tell me the truth. She was nibbling, right? We know ship shape works. Well, just with the products, people are lying and cheating. They're not getting the results. It's the same with the business, right? If it's not going quicker, they're not talking to enough people, period. I don't care what they tell you. I don't care how many people they say they're talking to. At the end of the day, they're not doing presentations daily. Just got to do three things: establish, advance, and sustain momentum. Number 9, nearly there. Adopt a great positive attitude. As I said before, never complain. Be excited. Be serious about this business. You know, I've sat in training classes for 8 hours days, 4 days in a row, thousands of times. You know, I'm not saying you have to do that. You don't in Arkworld at all. But, you know, this video is actually not long. I have to say it's long, but some people probably think it is, but it's not. You need training. You know, we all do. We need to, you can watch part of this at a bit at a time. That's no problem on YouTube. But you need to take this business seriously. You really do if you want to be successful, and I'll work with you. And I promise you, anything you desire is yours in Arkworld. We have the best products and best business on this planet. And the sky's the limit with what you've got in your hands. I'm so excited for you. If you knew where this was going, have the vision of it. You see this across Europe, and you see it in Australia, and you see it in Africa, and you see it in America and Canada. By golly, one day you're going to see this all over the world, and you'll see us on satellite. And they'll say, but I never thought that would happen. How is that possible? Well, let me tell you, with the Lord, you can do all things. By God's grace, this will happen. For if God be for you, who can be against you? And you'll see satellite meetings, and you'll see thousands in different countries all around the world wearing their little Arkworld badges, and we're all excited, helping others to have a better way of life. I promise you, you've got to take it seriously. Take it seriously. Capitalize now, right? Make the most of this. We won't get these days again. Remember, people don't communicate with words, they communicate with feelings. It's not what you say that matters, it's how you feel about what you say that matters. All you need to be successful in life is just 2 things. Number 10, this is the last one. A willingness to work and a burning desire to succeed. That's all you need. You can pretty much do most things. In closing, I want to say a couple more things. Excuse me, drinking. Always keep your business fun. Keep it simple and magical. Be consistent. If you left here with one word tonight, be consistent. And then be consistent with your consistency. Remember, persistence and consistency always outweigh talent and education every time. No matter what people are like to you, always treat everyone nice, treat everyone equal, and treat everyone with respect. And whatever you do, always conduct your business, I hope you do, with honesty, integrity, and a good heart. Lastly, always uphold the good name and reputation of Arkworld. I really pray you do that with full support and love, no matter what, by the way. Because there'll always be your ups and downs. Life can be, we know life can be a roller coaster, right? You're going to get days in your own life, some you wish you didn't have, and some will be more joyful, right? We learn to deal with those fluctuating days. It's the same in a business, a company, or any journey. You're going to have a wilderness walk to your journey, no matter what it is in life. But it's worth doing, right? And I tell you, when I watched my dad for 40 years, got a gold clock after 40 years in a job he didn't even like doing. I felt for him, I really did. There's a lot of people out there need Arkworld. They need the products and they need this opportunity. A lot. And there are going to be millions of them get involved. It's up to us to find them. You have something in your hands, I promise you, don't underestimate it. You can help so many people who struggle with their health, they struggle with finances. And that's what Arkworld is to me. You know, it really is. It's a beacon of light that can help so many people. Uphold Arkworld's name, full support, no matter what. Be thankful, be grateful for what you've been blessed, you and me have been blessed with. In closing, here tonight, gratitude is the best attitude. And I'll finish with a few closing remarks. So I hope you'll be thankful, and I hope you'll be grateful with this. And I also hope you put God first, as I do. I'm thankful and grateful to your sponsor and for telling you about this, for the products, for the business, and for the marketing plan, and also, of course, for the company. And the help and support that you've received, you know you are, you guys watching this that are on this Zoom meeting, and you guys on YouTube, I hope you will be too, because we have some amazing people at Arkworld that work tirelessly, right? See, all hours to help not only you, corporate people, but also distributors, you know, that are just going out of their way for others. It's incredible. And I really hope you always try to, as I do, put God first. You know, Arkworld, really everything we've achieved or ever will achieve in the future is by the grace of God. No matter what anyone else says, it's a gift, it's a blessing that can help change the lives of millions all over the world, and will do. Remember, for things to change, you got to change. For things to get better, you got to get better. It applies to all of us. And real change is really only possible by the grace of God. So put Him first and be all that you can be. You know, if you want to accomplish more in life, you have to become more. They say you earn what you are, someone once said. So if you earn more, you know, want to earn more, basically, you got to become more. And we can do it. All of us can. One inch at a time, one day at a time. If my story is proof of anything, it's that. So what value you bring to the marketplace that determines your income, basically, because you don't get paid for time in life, despite what the government tell you. It's not about time. It's the value you bring in that time that you get paid for. You know, lastly, on this, only God has the power to completely change you. So be transformed by the renewing of your mind, and remember, change, as I said, done in inches, not yards. Never forget, you don't find great people out there. You help them to become great. Something I had spent many years having to get my head around. I always used to think people are naturally awesome at things. It's not true. Love, help, support, and train help them to become like that. Never see what people are. Don't make that mistake. Don't prejudge anyone. It's not what they are that matters. It's what they can become that matters. Never prejudge anyone, because you just never know. I promise you, you never know. Who would have ever said that a kangaroo farmer, right, get this, would make $10,000 a month. After 6 months, he turned over $50,000 a month. And he couldn't even read or write. Who would have said that? You couldn't have said that. Would you have pitched it? Who would have said in the industry, a bartender will go out and become a multi-millionaire after selling products on a bus? He used to get a bus full of people together and say, I'm glad now I've got you all together. I'll tell you about my product. That's how he used to do the business, right? That's a bartender. Do you know how the kangaroo farmer joined? As a customer first. Interesting, right? Do you know how the bartender joined? From someone wearing a button. Right? Maybe we should be wearing a button and talking to customers. Who would have said a school teacher and checkout girl will become a multi-millionaire and a top distributor in a company? And she came from an advert that said, tired of being chained to a desk and punching a clock all day. That's how she joined that company. Who would have said a lady truck driver, believe it or not, who did the worst meetings I've ever seen in my entire life, and I really mean that, was someone's center of influence would go out to make $2 to $3 million a year. Who would have ever said a construction worker, but when he started in a company, used to draw the marketing plan in the cement with a stick? Who would have said he'd become a legend in the industry years later? That same construction worker, or bricklayer as we call them in England, or on the work on the building, right? Who would have said that guy who met someone at a meeting and he had beads on, he had a hippie look going on, who would have said he'd become a legend and go out and make $75 million? Would you have said that? Right? You can't prejudge anyone. Who would have said an 18-year-old kid who went to a meeting in a Panama hat and earrings, and I still have the holes to prove it, they never healed up, right? Jeans and a little jacket. I look good. And I went to this meeting and no one would sit next to me. No one would talk to me. And everyone looked down at me. And I couldn't even spell the word business, let alone get involved in it. Who would have ever said that? And all they said was talk to a lot of people. I thought, okay, I can do that. Who would have said that same 18-year-old kid will go out years later and start a company like Arkworld and break every industry record that's ever been written? Who would have said that? You wouldn't have said that. No one would have done. You can't prejudge because you just never know. And guess where I came from? I joined that company when I was 18 by seeing a flyer on a shop window. Maybe we should be doing flyers, right? You never know. Lastly, don't put your faith in the opinions of others. Stay in the truth because it's the facts you should listen to. Never let the opinions, this is very important, of others or the circumstances in life affect or determine your destination. You're not responsible for what others think. You're not responsible for what others say, and you're not responsible for what they do. You're only responsible for what you think, say, and do. So stop trying to change others all the time. It's hard enough sometimes, right? With ourselves trying to change. You get paid to talk to people regardless of the result. They join the business, great. If they don't, great. Right? Same reaction. Move on. Talk to the next. Never get attached to the result. Just keep talking regardless. In other words, don't put your future never in this or your success in the hands of someone else's opinion or opinion of you. Believe to receive. Have some faith. Give it all you got, right? And stay on track no matter what anyone else says. Don't aspire to make a living. Aspire to make a difference. And it's all the difference. I want to thank you so much, you guys, and to all you watching on YouTube. Thank you so much for listening to me, taking the time to listen to me. I'm glad you take this seriously enough to watch this training. Good decision. I wish you every success in building your Arkworld business, and I certainly look forward to working with you and meeting you on this wonderful, incredible journey that we take around the entire world together. Thank you so much, guys. I love you. I'm grateful to you. Go for it. Make it happen. I'm with you all the way, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, guys, and may God bless you always.